Ford's CEO just announced 5 controversial new models for 2026, and they're dividing loyal fans from furious critics. If you've been following Ford for years and thought you understood where the brand was heading, these announcements are going to shake everything you believe about the Blue Oval's future. While other automakers play it safe with predictable updates, Ford is taking massive risks with legendary nameplates, making decisions that either prove their boldness or expose their desperation, and we're breaking down all 5 right now. Number 5. Ford Taurus. Ford is bringing the Taurus nameplate back to North America, and while that sounds like fantastic news for anyone who remembers the sedan's glory days, there's a major catch that's got enthusiasts up in arms. This isn't a redesigned version of the beloved American family sedan that got discontinued a few years ago. Instead, Ford is importing the exact same Taurus that's been selling in the Middle East, and it shares almost nothing with the model Americans remember. The controversy centers on whether this imported sedan can actually compete with household names like the Honda Accord and Toyota Camry. These Japanese rivals have spent decades perfecting their formulas for the North American market, understanding exactly what buyers here want. The Middle Eastern Taurus, on the other hand, was developed for completely different market conditions and customer expectations. Think about what made the original Taurus revolutionary back in the 1980s. It was designed specifically for American roads, American families, and American tastes. This new version is going to arrive as a product developed for a market thousands of miles away, with different fuel prices and different priorities. When you're shopping for a reliable family sedan that you'll drive for the next decade, you want something that was engineered with your specific needs in mind from day one. Ford is asking customers to embrace a Taurus that wasn't built with them in mind from the start, and that's creating serious doubts about whether this comeback is more about nostalgia than actual competitiveness. But if you think a controversial sedan import is surprising, wait until you hear what Ford is doing with one of its most legendary nameplates. Number 4. Ford Ranchero. The Ranchero name is coming back, and for anyone who grew up admiring these classic car-truck hybrids, that should be cause for celebration. Except Ford is using this iconic badge on something completely different. The original Ranchero was a full-size muscle machine with a massive V8 under the hood, but the 2026 version is going to be a compact unibody pickup with small, efficient engines. This represents everything the original Ranchero wasn't. Those classic models from the 1960s and 70s were about raw American power, with big V8 engines that could haul serious loads while still delivering that muscle car experience. The new Ranchero is going to compete directly with vehicles like the Ford Maverick and Hyundai Santa Cruz, focusing on fuel economy and urban practicality rather than tire-shredding torque. Purists are asking a legitimate question: why take a legendary nameplate that stands for American muscle and slap it on a practical, economical, compact truck? It's like reviving the Mustang name for a crossover. Oh, wait, Ford already did that with the Mach-E, and that controversy is still raging. The pattern here is concerning for traditionalists who see these historic names losing their original meaning. If you grew up hearing your dad talk about his Ranchero with reverence, remembering how it combined weekend hauling duties with genuine performance credentials, this new direction feels like a bait-and-switch. The new Ranchero will probably be excellent at what it does, offering great fuel economy and practical city-sized dimensions, but it's going to do those things while wearing a badge that once represented the exact opposite philosophy, and that disconnect is creating a divide between those who care about heritage and those who just want a good small truck. And speaking of divides, the nameplate controversy is mild compared to what's brewing with Ford's electrification strategy for family SUVs. Number 3. Electric 3-row SUV. The EV market desperately needs capable 3-row SUVs right now, and Ford recognizes this gap in their lineup. On paper, everything about this upcoming electric family hauler sounds right. Generous passenger space, substantial cargo volume, impressive range, and strong performance. These are exactly the qualities that families shopping for 3-row SUVs demand, regardless of the powertrain. However, multiple controversial aspects are making this launch anything but straightforward. First, there's the pricing question. 3-row SUVs are already expensive, and adding electric powertrains typically pushes prices even higher. Ford needs to hit a price point that doesn't alienate the families who've been buying Explorers and Expeditions for years, but achieving that while incorporating expensive battery technology is going to be incredibly challenging. Then there's the elephant in the room: actual demand among Ford's loyal customer base. The people who've been choosing Explorer and Expedition aren't necessarily clamoring for electric versions. They've been buying these SUVs because of proven V6 and V8 powertrains, long-distance capability without range anxiety, and the confidence that comes from decades of gasoline experience. But the controversy around electrifying family SUVs is nothing compared to what's happening with America's best-selling vehicle. Number 2. Next Generation F-150. The next generation F-150 is coming, and Ford promises improvements across the board, including next-generation EcoBoost engines that will deliver even better performance and efficiency. For America's best-selling vehicle, you'd expect a redesign to be met with pure excitement, but the controversy is bubbling underneath these promises. The new F-150 is going to feature an evolutionary redesign rather than a revolutionary one, keeping the same fundamental platform that underpins the current model. For some buyers, evolution makes perfect sense. Why mess with what works? But for others, especially those watching Ram and Chevrolet push boundaries with new chassis technology and materials, Ford's conservative approach feels like playing it safe when boldness is needed. The bigger controversy centers on Ford's continued push toward electrification. The company is doubling down on hybrid and electric F-150 variants, despite the fact that neither has achieved the success Ford projected. The F-150 Lightning was supposed to revolutionize the truck market, but sales numbers tell a different story. The PowerBoost hybrid has its fans, but it hasn't converted mainstream F-150 buyers in the numbers Ford hoped for. Now Ford is planning to push electrification even harder with the next generation, and that's creating tension with the core F-150 customer base. When you're using your truck to tow a fifth-wheel trailer across 3 states or relying on it as your primary work vehicle that puts on 30,000 miles a year, proven reliability matters more than experimental technology. They're not necessarily opposed to new technology, but they're watching Ford potentially prioritize electrification over the attributes that made the F-150 dominant in the first place. That disconnect between corporate strategy and customer preference is fueling serious controversy about whether Ford truly understands its most loyal truck buyers. Yet as divisive as the F-150's direction might be, nothing, and we mean nothing, compares to the outrage Ford just triggered with its most sacred nameplate. Number 1. Ford Mustang Raptor. Ford is launching an off-road variant of the legendary Mustang pony car, and on the surface, this sounds absolutely incredible. Picture a Mustang with serious power, Baja-level performance capabilities, aggressive off-road styling, and the engineering to back it up. For anyone who loves both Mustangs and extreme off-road vehicles, this should be a dream come true, except purists are absolutely furious. The controversy explodes the moment you look at the specifications. All-wheel drive and Fox live valve dampers in a Mustang. For traditionalists, these features represent a fundamental betrayal of what a Mustang is supposed to be. Mustangs are rear-wheel drive muscle cars. That's been the formula since 1964. Adding all-wheel drive might make the Raptor more capable off-road, but it destroys the pure, tail-happy driving dynamics that define the Mustang experience. Then there are those Fox dampers, which are absolutely incredible technology for off-road performance. They've proven themselves in the F-150 Raptor and Bronco Raptor, but seeing them on a Mustang feels wrong to the faithful. Mustangs are supposed to be about carving canyons and dominating drag strips, not jumping desert whoops and crawling over boulders. The deeper issue is whether Ford is diluting the Mustang brand by spreading it across too many different vehicle types. First came the Mach-E electric crossover, which already caused massive controversy. Now comes an off-road Raptor variant that prioritizes capabilities completely foreign to traditional Mustang values. Supporters argue this evolution keeps the brand relevant, but critics see a company that's willing to sacrifice heritage for headlines and sales numbers. Ford's 2026 lineup represents a turning point. 5 controversial models that either position the brand as a bold innovator willing to challenge tradition or expose a corporation that's lost touch with what made these nameplates legendary in the first place. From importing a Middle Eastern sedan under the Taurus name, to slapping the Ranchero badge on a compact economy truck, to electrifying family SUVs that loyal customers aren't asking for, to playing it safe with the F-150 while doubling down on unsuccessful electrification, and finally putting all-wheel drive in a Mustang, every single decision is dividing the automotive community between those who see necessary evolution and those who see reckless abandonment of core values. But Ford isn't the only company that's launching vehicles that are dividing the crowd right down the middle. Stellantis is doing exactly the same, and you can check it out in our next video. From watered-down muscle SUVs to completely reimagined legends, Stellantis seems to be losing its path.